Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy NicoTV, the voice of the West here, bringing to you guys today the NicoTV Power Rankings for the West Region 2021. It's for the year 2021. We already a month and a half into the year. I debuted this earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you guys even further, because I've been seeing there's been a lot of questions, people acting like they don't understand it. We're going to break it down for the people. We're going to break it down for the people. Shout out to the entire West Coast. Shout out to the entire battle rap culture. Let's go ahead and get right into it, though, man. I ain't going to waste no time. So as you can see, man, this first page right here, and the link is also in the description if you want to check this out. The link is in the description as well. So as you see right here, the NicoTv's West Power Rankings for 2021. And as you can see, man, it has all the battle rappers who have battled so far, or I would say the majority of them that are from the West. This is specifically for the West region. This is not an all of battle rap thing. It's specifically West battlers, right? And so as you can see at the top, you have the battle rapper's name. To the left, you get previous points, which is your previous total amount of points, or your previous battle points. Make it even simpler. Your new points, meaning your battle that you just had, that's adding on to your previous total. You had that right there. Then your total points overall after adding the new points. You have your previous ranking, whatever you were ranked prior to the update, and then after the update, your current ranking, right? So you have all of that ranked out and your record on the end, and that's something that we're going to be discussing once I get to the point system and once I break down wins, losses, debatable, so on and so forth. Some of y'all probably like, well, I see all these points, Nico. I see all the battlers' names. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to scroll through all of them, let y'all see. Oh, the people got negatives. Some people got zeros. Nico, what's going on with this ranking, man? How could you do something like this, right? I'm gonna get into it. The next page, and this is where you get the battle rapper's resume for 2021, and it breaks down each and every single category. So what I did, man, was I seen Champion of the Year. Shout out to Jay Black. It's powerful, very powerful. You know what I'm saying, content that they've created for the culture, and they have 6 main categories: quality of your opponent, you know what I'm saying, or as they say, strength of schedule. Your material, performance, consistency, moments, and impact. So basically what I did was I gave each of these categories a point total. You know what I'm saying? Prior years when I was doing the power rankings, I had different categories that I would score on, but I felt like, man, if at the highest level they have 6 categories that pretty much cover all ground, let's just go ahead and put a point total for it. So I'm going to scroll through a little bit of this. As you can see, you have the battle rapper, in alphabetical order too. So if you see like the A, the B, the C, you see it's all in alphabetical order. You got BF, getting to, you know what I'm saying, you got the C, D, you got Danny Myers, the Demon, dot everything on there, Emerson Kennedy, E-Mac. See, everything is all laid out alphabetical order. It tells you everything that you need to see, everything that has taken place, all the way down. As far as, you know what I'm saying, the letters, everything's up on there. And so the second page is the battle rapper's resume for 2021. And it will have a detailed breakdown of every single battle that battle rapper has had. Okay, so you will be able to keep track of, okay, in this battle, his material was this. His performance was this. He got moments for this. He got impact for this, so on and so forth. This will be where you'll be able to keep track of every single battle rapper, right? And then finally, we get to point system, the power ranking point system. And so pretty much with this, man, it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, self-explanatory with it. Solid. And I know some people are like, well, solid, what does that mean? So solid to me is like average. Average, solid, decent, okay. All them kind of ways that you would describe something. Solid. If you had a solid quality, I don't like the average run-of-the-mill battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Solid gets you 100 points. Good gets you 200 points, and great, meaning top of the line, cream of the crop, the very best of the best, cream of the crop, you get 300 points. And that's pretty much a consistency for every single category. So as you see, you have quality of opponent, that's right there. Material, same thing. Solid gets you 100 points, good gets you 200, great gets you 300. Now, this is where I seen some people were wondering, they were asking, you know what I'm saying, Nico, I had negative points. How the hell could I be getting negative points, but I felt like I did good? This is why. So, again, solid gets you 100. Good gets you 200. Great gets you 300 points. But here is where I start putting in different criteria. If you choke or you are stumbling consistently, meaning it's not just one little word fumble up and you got back into your round. I'm talking about where you're stumbling to the point where it is preventing you from rapping. It is altering and hindering your performance. If you start engaging in hidden preparation, if you start engaging in remixing the stutter, if you start remixing the stutter, that's negative 100 points for each round you do it in. It is not for each choke or each stumble. It's for each round. So let's say out of 3 rounds, just for a quick example, 3-round battle, 1 round you choking. You choked in 1 round, right? But your other 2 rounds were good. Everybody's like, nah, he was good overall. It's just that 1 round he choked in. So you would get the 200 points for being good, but then you got to subtract that 100 points for the round that you choked in. So you would only get a total of 100 points. If you were great, I mean, it was legendary material, legendary performance. Oh, this shit is just amazing. It's incredible. But you choked or you were stumbling in a round, I'm subtracting 100 points. And so when you see people having negatives right now, these are people who did chokes or stumbles in a 1-round battle where they actually just got negatives instead of getting anything positive. So that's where you will see people having lower point totals than others. It's because I put something in here where chokes and stumbles will get you negative 100 points for each round it happens in. If you so happen to have 3 rounds of chokes and stumbles, you will get negative 300 points. You will lose all of that. So when you calculate, your quality of opponent's going to get you anywhere from 100 to 300 points. Your material gets you anywhere from 100 to 300 points. Performance is where you will start getting docked the most. This is where it comes in at. All right? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense to everybody. So we're holding people accountable, negative 100 points for every time you choke or stumble in a round. Now, getting to the next categories, as you can see here. Let's go to consistency. Consistency is the next one. So after your first battle, that is when consistency will start kicking in. And for every battle after your first battle, if your first battle you had a good performance, you did good, you will get 100 points added for each consecutive quality performance and win. So if you had a quality performance back to back, you get 100 points for that. Now if you got a quality performance and you got a clear win, you getting 100 points for both the quality performance and the quality win. You will get rewarded for not only just having quality performances, but also quality wins, if that makes sense. So there is a situation where, let's say, you were only decent. Yeah, he was decent, but he won clear. He won back-to-back battles. You still get 100 points for the win. You just won't get credit 100 points of consistency for the performance. So you will get 100 points for quality performance and quality wins. And quality performance is just anything that's above solid. So good or great, that's quality. And you will get 100 points for that. And if you clearly win in battles, you will get that. And I'm going to get into the wins and losses here in a second. 100 points are deducted, negative 100. I got to change. I got to put that out there. Negative 100 will be added to your total for each consecutive poor performance and loss. So if you are somebody who is having poor preparation, you are just not doing well, you are consistently underwhelming, you lose 100 for each poor performance. And really poor performances are going to come from you choking and stumbling. That's really where it's going to come from the most. That's honestly where it's going to come from the most. As well as if you just didn't bring anything decent in terms of material or performance. But really, in reality, it's really going to come from the chokes and the stumbles, because that seems to be where you're going to get your negatives from in terms of performance. And for some people, that is a little bit of an issue, right? So you will have negative 100 for that. And also, if you are losing back to back to back, it's a negative 100 from your total for every time you have a back-to-back loss. Every time. Now, let's say you say, well, he lost 2 in a row, so that's negative 100, but he won his next one. and then he loses a battle. What happens then? You reset. You started a new consistency once you changed from what you were doing. So if you're getting LLW, okay, boom. That prior consistency, we put that to the side. Now we're starting a new line of consistency with this W. So what is he going to do here? All right? And you will get those points as it goes. Moments. I think moments are something that's very major in the culture. I mean, you got the Big Gerald moments. You got the remix, the slow it down. You just moments everywhere, man. Just them instances that are just, they're undeniable. When it happens, when it's said, when it's done, it's incredible. It's an incredible moment. It's just, wow, what the hell just happened? You get 300 points for each moment. And finally, last but not least, I know y'all like, Nico, get to the real, Nico. Get to where it's at. We here at Impact. In Impact, I basically made this category for wins, losses, and debatable. So as you can see on the screen, 300 points for clear wins. Clear wins gets you 300 points, negative 300 points for clear losses, 100 points for solid debatables. I mean, it was just an okay battle, a decent battle, nothing to rewatch or anything, but it was debatable, right? And 300 points for a quality debatable. That means it was either a good or a great back and forth, right? You get points for that. Now, here is the percentage breakdown. I want to make sure I'm very clear on this. A clear win or loss is anything that is 66% or higher, basically 2/3 or more of the votes. If you are in the 2/3 or more, that is considered a clear win or a clear loss. All right, hopefully everybody's following me on that. And debatables is anything 65% and lower. If you need an example, you're like, Nico, this just sounds crazy. How the hell we give you an example right now? New Jersey Twerk versus Jada Nightwing drops on the app. I think most of us would say that's a debatables. A lot of people had Twerk winning. A lot of people had Jada Nightwing winning. Very good quality battle. Very good quality, right? The votes came out. Jada Nightwing is winning the votes at 62 to 63% to Twerk's 37 or 38%. So you're in the 60 percentile, but it's a debatable battle. So that's an example of something like that. Also, if you look back at other battles across time, you look at the Surfs and Hitmans, you look at how the Poles had that battle, you look at just different battles, a lot of times you'll see that some of these battles were in that range of the 65% and under. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were still in the 60% or not, 65% and under is what I personally qualify as the debatable. So some of you are like, man, well, on the app, I'm winning in the votes. The votes have me winning. It's 902 to 898 or something. How I'm winning the votes? That's a debatable. That is a debatable. And like I said, because if it is a quality battle, you're still gonna get 300 points. So you're gonna get the same number of points you can get for a clear win. If you're giving us a quality battle, you're going to get 300 for that. You're going to. And some of you are like, well, your opponent, you can't help what your opponent does. You can't help what they bring. If you were good in the battle, if you were stand out in the battle and your opponent did not bring that at all, you're going to get a clear win for that. You're not going to have an instance where you're good, your opponent is not good at all, and it's a debatable battle. That just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So either you were or you were not. So that's why I put that there. Clear wins or losses, 66% or higher. Debatables, 65% or lower. And that's how I broke the whole entire thing down. So each one, you have the first page. Again, first page, you get the power rankings. This is the main page where you see everybody ranked, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 20. I'm doing a top 20. So as you can see, some people are tied right now. But over time, you know what I'm saying, some of that will go how it goes. But got a top 20 ranking. The next page you'll see is the battle rapper's resume. You'll be able to check out everybody's individual resume, their point totals for each one. You'll be able to see that right there. And then last but not least, the official point system, in which you will be able to see everything from impact, moments, consistency, your wins, your loss, your performance, your material, your quality opponent, all of that stuff. All right? So this is the official NicoTV West Power Rankings for the year 2021. This is something I will be doing for the entirety of the year. And yes, I know some people are asking, well, what does that mean for the person who wins at the end of the year, Nico? Well, what do they get, Nico? At the end of the year, we are going to have a reward system for the person who wins the power rankings or is number one on the power rankings, as well as the power rankings will serve as a percent of the total vote for the awards that people have, especially when it comes to the West. Battler of the Year, Grassroots Battle of the Year, that will come into play. This will be a part of that percentage at the end of the year. All right? So I just wanted to make sure I broke this thing down to you guys. This is something I've been working on for a minute. Definitely wanted to debut this to you guys. Hopefully all of this makes sense. If y'all have any questions, you like, Nico, I still don't understand, break this down for me further. Holla at me. Drop it in the comments. I'll try to explain it to you in the comment section. Or just hit me up on Twitter at NicoTV_. Holla at me on there. I'm pretty much always on Twitter. Holla at me on there. You can find me on Caffeine as well. That is another thing, too, that I want to break down for people, because you're like, well, damn, how are you deciding, wins and losses? Are you doing, YouTube votes in the comments? Here's what I'm doing, all right? For every YouTube drop, I will be going live on Caffeine, and I will be watching every battle from the West. Every battler who is in that contention, for every battle that drops, I will be watching your battles live on Caffeine, and the Caffeine chat will be the ones ranking every single bit of the material, the performance, the quality, everything. I'll be ranking all of that stuff. We'll do it by consensus, and especially when it comes to the wins and losses, we'll take everybody who's saying, oh, this person won, this person lost, and we're going to calculate that into a percentage, and we're going to go from there. All right, so that's how it's going to be for YouTube drops. And now y'all like, well, what about the app, Nico? So for the app, we are using the wins and losses on the app, their voting system on the app. Now, you're saying, well, you can't watch those on Caffeine, Nico, so how is that going to work? I have a panel in place that will be watching these URL app battles, these battles that are dropping. Say if it's an iBattle, and iBattle has an app. If it's an app battle, if it's something you cannot put and stream out there to the people, we have a panel for that will be locked in, and we'll be analyzing everything, and we'll be ranking every single category how it should be, or how they feel it should be. Getting a consensus on that, and that is how we will be ranking everything. This is not something Nico's just going to be doing by himself, and I'm just going to be talking shit, or just, oh, no, you did that. No. The people, this is for the masses to get into. Also, I will, at times, I might mess around and stream some of those YouTube drops right here with you guys on YouTube as well. So everybody's definitely going to be able to get and have a part in this. Definitely excited about this. Finally we getting the ranking system out here. Again, this is the 4th year in a row we done did this. We're going to make sure that this is the best year of them all. Appreciate you guys for supporting your boy, NicoTV, Voice of the West. That's all I got for you guys, man. We up out of here. West.